Walt Disney World just got some of the coolest announcements by far for their theme parks and a whole ton of surprises at the D23 Parks and Experience panel presentation. Hello everyone and welcome back to Exploring Attractions. My name is Scott and you're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. If you are new here and you want to watch videos like the one that you're watching right now, please hit that subscribe button with those bell notifications on and leave this video a like at the very end if you do enjoy it. Today, or should I say tonight, because the reason why I don't have the whole setup going and I'm just sitting behind the mic is because I'm filming this at 10:30 at night, right after the D23 big presentation. They were teasing a lot of stuff, and let me just say, they did deliver. So I'm going to be making a separate video for Walt Disney World and Disneyland, to kind of separate videos. That way everyone can get all the details as far as their favorite resort goes. So make sure to stay tuned for the Disneyland version of this as well. But I will say, they dropped some bombshells on us, and they weren't just blue sky ideas. Josh Tomorrow did come out and say, no, these are active developments. Whether or not they'll follow through with them is a different story. However, it does seem like they have different priorities this time around compared to 2022, when they're like, this could happen, but maybe not. First and foremost, I think the one thing that everybody's like super freaking excited about and they save for the very end is officially a Villain's Land coming to Disney's Magic Kingdom. A Villain's Land is coming and will have 2 featured attractions. And actually in the concept art, if you look very closely to the left hand side, you can see that one of these attractions will probably be a roller coaster. Something that everybody on X already discovered by looking at this concept art. This concept art looks absolutely incredible, and we cannot wait to finally step foot into Disney's Villain's Land. You know, as we were going on and on with the presentation and everything, it's like, man, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they just blue skied it in 2022, and now that everyone's excited about it, they're like, well, oh well. However, no. Villain's Land is officially coming to Magic Kingdom. Once upon a nightmare, a place where poison apples are aplenty and magic potions can ruin your whole day. For all those things hiding in the shadows, it's time to join them as we lift the veil on a forthcoming Villain's Land at Magic Kingdom Park in Walt Disney World Resort. Josh Tomorrow did go on to say, like I said, he confirmed 2 attractions, and he said there's going to be one-of-a-kind shopping, one-of-a-kind dining. Of course, we'll get to see all of our favorite Disney villains throughout this entire land. So Cruella will be there most likely. We'll have the Maleficent dragon, which you can also see in the concept art, which I think, judging based on the theme and everything, that may be the theme of the coaster. I don't know, maybe I'm stretching. But overall, this land will be built behind Big Thunder Mountain, where Frontierland's at and everything, and it's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be the biggest expansion that Magic Kingdom has made, so I'm pretty freaking excited for it. Construction has already started, and while it's hard to track construction, he has confirmed that construction has officially started on this development. But that's not the only new thing coming to Magic Kingdom, as there is big rumors talking about Radiator Springs being placed at Magic Kingdom. Well, cars will still have a presence at Magic Kingdom, however, it's not an entire land. Instead, it's 2 new attractions coming to Frontierland, which I'm a little bit indifferent about. I don't think that really fits the theme of Frontierland, but you know what? They probably have a plan. But 2 new Cars attractions are officially racing in to Magic Kingdom. These attractions will be different compared to what Radiator Springs Racers is, and judging by the looks of the actual concept art and everything, it looks to be similar to the ride technology. However, on this one, there's only a 4-seater rather than a 6-seater. So will this be similar to the Radiator Springs Racers car movements and everything / test track? Or will it be a completely new system? One attraction will invite you on a thrilling rally race through the mountains. Take on wild terrain as you race across the landscape, climbing mountain trails, dodging geysers, and Mater's favorite, splashing through mud holes. But what about smaller racers? The second attraction will be geared towards them and will be fun for the whole family. Get ready to start your engines. Work on this new space in Frontierland will begin in early 2025. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about the actual technology of the ride system. It looks on the rally ride, looks like you're going to be racing different cars, and like they say, through landscapes, through mud holes, and past different geysers and whatnot. The actual concept art looks pretty cool. Don't know where they're going to put this for Frontierland. My guess is that they're just expanding Frontierland, or they're saying they're expanding Frontierland. So it's going to go on the other side, like directly across from Tiana's Bayou Adventure, right where maybe Haunted Mansion is at, if they're able to make some form of connection or bridge to get back there, because everywhere else I don't really see where they have the space other than beyond Big Thunder Mountain. But then that's technically, if you're not including Villain's Land in Frontierland, then why would Cars Land be a part of Frontierland? And I should say, not Cars Land, it's just 2 standalone Cars attractions in Frontierland. So kind of weird dynamic there, to be honest, but I'm excited on the fact that they're bringing something for the smaller kids and something for families to enjoy, which looks like scenically, it looks like it's going to be very, very neat. But yeah, also construction starting in early 2025, so we'll be able to get a good idea of exactly where this expansion's going. It's going to be a lot easier to track, I feel, than Villain's Land will be, until we start seeing more vertical construction, and obviously you'll be able to see all the tall buildings from behind the trees. We'll keep it in Magic Kingdom right now because there is a brand new parade, an all new nighttime parade coming to Magic Kingdom in summer of next year. And the floats look amazing. You can already see that Encanto will be featured on this. You obviously have a Bruno on there. This float looks really, really neat. So this parade will officially be called Disney Starlight, which will continue the nighttime spectacular legacy started by the Main Street Electrical Parade, using the latest technology to tell new stories about the characters you love. All of this brought to life by the magic of the Blue Fairy, in addition to beloved characters from Walt Disney's Animation Studios, films Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, and much more. So you get a good idea of like some of the characters that you'll see right there on the concept art. You obviously have this very tall Blue Fairy, you have Peter Pan and Wendy flying in the back, and you have Elsa with her ice castle. But let me just tell y'all, that Encanto float looks pretty cool, and it's been a while since there's been a nighttime parade just for day guests at Magic Kingdom. So I'm pretty excited to experience this Disney Starlight extravaganza. And I definitely think with like the latest technology, all of the lighting and everything is going to look absolutely incredible and look beautiful going down Main Street, USA. We're going to save the obvious for last. I want to talk about the less obvious, something that kind of literally shocked everyone. I did not see this coming. Lots of people are calling to Disney to not remove Muppet Vision 3D. And while it seems like its time is, well overdue, however, there's still speculation on where this brand new experience is going. This brand new experience that I'm referencing is the official Monstropolis or Monsters Inc. land that just got announced for Disney's Hollywood Studios. A brand new land. The concept art looks really big, so that's why I don't think that it's going to replace Muppet Vision, although who knows what's actually like how much space they have behind Muppet Vision. But the actual land in the concept art looks fairly large. And on top of that, in that big Monstropolis building, there seems to be something that Disney's doing first of its kind, at least at a Disney park. A suspended door coaster. So you can see the coaster will have 2 seaters per little vehicle, but obviously there will be a train attached. It's a suspended coaster to simulate like you're one of the doors hanging, or you're going through all the doors in Monsters Inc. And of course you'll see Sully and Mike Wazowski and Boo chilling there. But this came out of left field. I mean, they're building a freaking suspended coaster at a Disney park? That's unheard of. You know, this is the first of its kind. So the fact that they're theming it to Monsters Inc., I feel like if they wanted to have the idea of doing a suspended coaster, and they're like, well, what property do we do it for? Monsters Inc. is that perfect property, incorporating the doors and everything. But I mean, look at that land. I am really impressed with the concept that they put out for this land. So in one of the concept arts, like I said, it looks fairly large. And the other one with Sully meeting and greeting with guests, it looks like it could fit in Muppet Vision. So right now, the big question is, where will this be placed at, right? A couple of places, I think, Muppet Vision, or maybe even where the Star Wars launch bay is at, but that wouldn't necessarily make sense because they did just revamp the Ariel show, if I'm not mistaken. So who knows where this is gonna go. Regardless though, another thing that they gave us a timeline on as far as construction goes, work on the project is slated to begin next year. So we have 3 different new things that'll be in construction next year. Massive things, that is. Obviously Cars, Villains, and now Monstropolis, the Monsters Inc. land. So another thing that we'll be able to track construction. As far as Magic, or as far as Disney World goes, this is definitely up there as far as like my most anticipated. Obviously Villains Land beats it out, but this is a close second because this is one of its kind, and there's no other like big Monsters Inc. presence other than the Monsters Inc. ride at California Adventure. A little bit disappointed we didn't get like any Epcot news other than the reimagined test track opens up in 2025, which is cool and all, seeing how it just closed. That's a really quick turnaround. So test track 3.0 is coming soon, and then we're also getting like a Spaceship Earth lounge as well as a Pirates of the Caribbean tavern. That tavern will be placed in Magic Kingdom. But yeah, as far as Epcot goes, it's nothing really, which you would think that they would talk a little bit about that, considering they still have the Play Pavilion, the now scrapped or defunct Mary Poppins ride. They have the rumored Spaceship Earth refurbishment, which was then put on a hold. So kind of interesting how they didn't talk about Epcot necessarily. But last but not least, to wrap up this video, obviously the big talking point and one thing that we predicted in the very beginning when we did our predictions video was the Tropical Americas project. And yes, it's official. Dinosaur is no more. Unfortunately, I'm very sad. However, they're not going to have this open until 2027. That being said, are we going to have more time to ride Dinosaur, or is it literally closing at the end of the year? They haven't announced that yet, but assuming that they want to get the entire Tropical America section done by 2027, then that's only like 2-3 years to work on it. So I would assume they want to close Dinosaur pretty soon. So definitely enjoy your last couple rides on Dinosaur the Ride, because it's getting replaced with none other than Indiana Jones Ride. This will be an all new story. It's not going to be like a clone of the one over at Disneyland. This will be an all new story, same ride system and everything. However, they're going to have different scenes in there and everything. They showed a piece of concept art from inside the attraction, as well as a piece of concept art of what it's going to look like on the outside. So Indiana Jones is officially taking over the Dinosaur Ride. No more Dinosaur, one of my favorite attractions at Disney World ever, and it's going away forever. On top of that, Encanto is confirmed as well. Encanto will be having their own little area in the Tropical Americas pavilion area. It's going to have an Encanto boat ride. So they shared a piece of concept art from inside there, and look at those beautiful capybaras sitting up there. Are they really going to have Altogether animatronics of capybaras? Because if they are, I'll be marathoning this ride. And then they also shared a look at Mirabelle's house. I'm super excited that they're going full on with the Encanto theme, with the whole house up there on the mountain and the boat ride. I think that it's a perfect fit for Animal Kingdom. While I am still against IPs being shoved into Animal Kingdom, at least we get something a little bit animal related, if you will, in Encanto, with all the different animals that they have. When she goes into her relative's room with his special gift and he brings all the animals out in the jungle and everything, so that somewhat fits there. But yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited for the Encanto land and this Encanto expansion. As I'm not so much excited for Indiana Jones to take over Dinosaur, I'm also excited for that. And they do say in their press release that construction on the land is set to begin this fall and will open in 2027. But don't worry, you'll still have plenty of time to experience Dinosaur again and go get that dino. So it looks like they're teasing that we'll have plenty of time to experience the Dinosaur ride before it closes. On top of Tropical Americas, there's going to be a brand new carousel, and just the whole like area will be themed up to Tropical America. So this will be a completely revamped area, and the overall concept art looks absolutely stunning. It's going to look really nice at night, but you kind of can picture out exactly how this land is going to look. Like, you take the blueprint of the dinosaur land right now and you essentially just plop it on top, and it matches up perfectly with Indy on the right hand side, dinosaurs on the right hand side, and then you have the main little carnival area where Primeval Whirl is at. That's gonna be Mirabelle's house, and then the carousel being like right in front where like the kids play area is at. So you can kind of make out exactly how this is going to fit into the Dino Land USA area at Animal Kingdom. And the brand new Zootopia show that they actually teased back in 2022, I believe it was, at the D23 Expo then, which is replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug, will be opening in winter of 2025. And the official show name is called Zootopia Better Together. The newest show coming to the Tree of Life Theater features Shooty Hops, Nick Wilde, and all their friends from Disney's animation Zootopia. The Zootopia Better Zoo-Gether will take guests on an adventure through different biomes seen in the film and opens next winter in 2025. Disney World got quite a bit of announcements. I mean, I think, like I said, the biggest surprise was definitely the Monsters Inc. land, and obviously the one that everyone's been waiting for is to hear about that potential Villains land, and now it's confirmed, and construction has already started. So honestly, I feel like it was a very good announcement list for the Walt Disney World Resort. I want to see them follow through on this stuff because while yes, Josh D'Amaro did say they aren't blue sky ideas, they're in active development, you know how much can change in a couple years. So I'm really hoping that they follow through with this, and if they're able to, then Disney World is going to be even more popular than it already is, and I'm really excited for all these additions to the different theme parks. But I want to know down below in the comments section what you guys thought overall of the presentation. Were you satisfied with the announcements? Did you want a little bit more? There will be more discussions that I talk about in our Disneyland video, which I'm going to be filming directly after this, so make sure you subscribe with those bell notifications on so you don't miss the Disneyland version as well. But if you did enjoy the video, leave it a like. My name is Scott. You've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.